Hello everybody and welcome back to Coldover, where there's been a comment that was talking about the highway system, and I want to clarify something, and I don't think this is something I've actually said on camera, but I don't actually want to create the full highway system like we did in Academiopolis. That is not something that I've actually ever been planning. You'll see that we're not building the highways over here. That is for a very, very good reason. I don't want to. But we are building the highway system down to the industrial areas because we need good export routes, and currently we're not set up for things like cargo airports, harbors. Those aren't things that we can do until we get a little bit bigger. So the idea here is this highway is going to connect up to this main highway like this, and then it'll be our standard highway, and it's going to be just a single vertical highway connecting down here. And that'll just give us an outside connection and a high-speed connection down to our industrial district. Later on, we are going to be switching over to primarily sea-based exporting. So I just want to be very clear about that. We are not going to be building the highway system out anywhere near as extensively as was built in Academiopolis. We're going to be building it only as necessary for transportation, and these systems here are simply going to be one-way roads. That's all they're going to be. And as far as going up through here goes, yes, they will go through here, or rather they will go through here, but they're just going to be one-way roads on the ground, standard intersections. So it's only this highway that's going to be constructed. To that end, we need to work on it. So we're going to go ahead and bring our highway down like so. This one needs to go one in, and then we will build the same thing right here. Probably going to run into pillar issues here. That's okay. So we're going to go ahead and do an on-ramp here, and an off-ramp right here. And we're going to do an on-ramp right here, which shockingly didn't have a pillar issue. And we're going to do an off-ramp right here, which shockingly doesn't have a pillar issue. I'm absolutely flabbergasted by that. I really would have thought that it would. Okay, so this traffic will reroute, and as far as this over here goes, these are just going to slope down into proper one-ways, and we're probably going to take these out. These were mostly just built so that we can get the proper roundabout. And we may end up putting roundabouts in these as well. We probably will, actually. Just because I'm a big fan of roundabouts for traffic management, but they're going to be on the ground. They're not going to be anywhere near as complicated, so just know that we're only going to be doing it down this way. And we're still going to be putting the proper highway roundabouts in over here. So we're going to do one more here, and one more here, and then that's going to be our main highway system. As we expand into this region over here, and these regions down here, the highway system will likely also have to expand. So the highway system will go over this way, and then down to here, and then over to here. And that's probably going to be the extent of the highways. No more than that. Everything else is going to be standard on-the-ground roads. So hopefully that clears things up a little bit. We do need some commercial, so I'm putting some of that in here. There we go. That should be more than enough commercial. And we do need to make this roundabout over here. So yeah, it is going to take some time, to be sure, for us to... Oh, we're on the wrong elevation step. For us to get these highways made. But it's not going to be anywhere near as much time as was in Academiopolis. So this will be 3 right here, and then right here we're going to connect down to the ground, 1, 2, 3. There we go. I don't know if that's the correct directionality. We'll have to check that. And then like that, and that is the inverse directionality, so we'll need to flip these. There we go. And then we'll put in the top roads. This should be 1 in, so right there. Connect that in like that. Then in theory, we can just do this, although we really do want it to be going this way. I could have just flipped the direction, but I didn't. Okay, we've got an issue here. We might be able to connect it in over here, or we can extend that out. Let's just see how this is working. This is off-center. Why did I build this off-center? Answer? I'm a moron. Where is the center point here? The center point is actually, I believe, here. So this is actually where we'd want to build this. Correct? Correct. I think. That's the correct height there. So we build it to there. 1, 2, 3. Like that. And then 1, 2, 3. To there. 1, 2, 3. And so we've got 3 squares and 3 squares. Yes, this is correct. And it's still the inverse directionality. So we should probably flip that before we get this done. I want to be in this tool. Actually, this tool. They're both going the same way. Okay. Oh boy. There. Okay. I think I got this under control now. I can do this. This is not difficult. I'm sure I'm competent enough to do this. I guess we're about to find out. I mean, yeah, we often have issues on one side like this, which is why I take this out a little bit further, like this, and connect it in. And that often allows us to do this properly. That said, maybe we have to make this slightly off over here? I mean, that wants to make it straight. So maybe we have to bring this in over here. Is this 4 high? 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. Now it is. And line tool would help. Okay. So that moved the pillar, but that might be okay. That might actually be exactly what we needed. We want this to be curve tool. Okay, that's not exactly what we needed, it would appear. And part of it is because it's going the wrong way. And is the wrong height. There we go. Excellent. It's just such a fiddly process. I mean, we could connect it in here. You know what? Sure. Let's just see if we can make this symmetrical. Yeah, perfect. And I don't really care about this side as long as it's actually working. But, oh, hello. Okay, that's weird. But whatever. We'll call it good. So connect this in here, here, here. This is, of course, going the wrong way. So we'll need to flip this. And then we will connect this in right here. Excellent. And then we'll run this down to here. Perfect. So we'll now need to take this on down to about over here, but we're going to need to make sure that the pillars are placed reasonably. Oh, we're out of money. Speed 3. Excellent. We don't really need any districting right now. How are we doing on power? Power is looking good. Water is looking good. Garbage is looking good. We do need some more healthcare work, specifically childcare and elder care. Did I put that hospital in? I did not. Okay, so the healthcare is still kind of on hold until this highway project is done, because we desperately need more traffic down over this way. Or more traffic capacity is, I guess, what I'm looking to say. Like, higher speed traffic down this way. More parks. No, parks cost money. That's not what we're here for, guys. No parks. This place is called Lake Park. Isn't that good enough? That should be good enough. Coal power plant is on fire. Well, there's already fire trucks there, so it's all good. Excellent. How are we doing on our oil extraction anyway? We still have quite a lot of oil available. We do want some industrial, so let's start extracting additional oil. Do we need water in this area? Or more specifically, heat pipes in this area? Yes, we do. So we'll just go ahead and take these out to about here. And I really feel like we can move this. Like, this is based on flawed assumptions here. So we can move this to be connecting in right here, which is where it's supposed to be. And then the next one would be connecting in right here, which is perfect. Okay, that'll do. We'll just connect this up over this way. This would connect in here. Yeah, that'll be fine. Excellent. That will produce us quite a lot more money. Of course, we are eventually going to run out of oil there, but not before this highway is done. So we need to be able to export our oil even more easily. And we need to get our workers down to the oil extraction region. So we're going to want to put this here. And then a pillar up over this way. Yep, that'll do. Fantastic. So we are almost to the industrial district at this point. You can see that our traffic is very much favoring whatever is closest to the industrial district, which is why we need to have multiple exits down over here. What is this? Not enough raw materials. Okay, so that's endemic of exactly what I've been saying. We need to import and export more raw materials, so we need actual connections over here. What did I do? Okay. So I'm an idiot, but we already knew that. So we need to flip this. Get rid of this. Flip this. Reconnect this up. There we go. Nice and easy. Look how far this is backing up. It's insane. This is going to be a highway here. At least going this way. I don't know about going this way. But it's going to be a highway out this direction. We're just going to have the one main highway connecting each of our areas. We do, however, need to go ahead and put together a roundabout right here. So let's make sure we're on the right height level. 1, 2, 3, 4. Perfect. This should be 2 in, although it should actually be like right up over here and should be only 3 up. Is this a halfway point? Let's double check that before I get too far here. No, we need to be 1 block down from where we are. Or not 1 block, 1 square down from where we are. So we actually need to be right here, connecting 1, 2, 3. And then right here, 1, 2, 3. Hang on, that's not the right height elevation at all. Okay, game, what did you do? What did you do, game? Okay, so we want to be... Is that correct? No, 1 up from there. 1, 2, 3. That's correct. 1, 2, 3. Perfect. Okay, so now we bring this up. 1, 2, 3. Right to right there. 1, 2, 3. There. Okay, and that's even the correct directionality. Fantastic. So we'll just take this in, 1 in, like so. Take this in, like that. Perfect. 1, 2. And yep, that's causing an issue there. What if we were to reverse this directionality so that it was more like this? Or just build it backwards, I mean... Yeah, that's not going to be a thing. So actually we need to bring this one up 1 more, right? But this actually worked fine if I did it like this before. No, I think we need to continue this on out. I'm not going to worry about the height of this out here because we're not going to keep it. But we'll just try that.
Stay where you are and don't go away.
Gaze at a gazelle. Lock eyes with a
So
lemur.
that works fine.
Shake hands
So if we
with a
take it to
turtle.
here,
At the city
and then
zoo,
just
you can
move it
experience the
up a
wild in our
little bit.
wildest exhibition yet.
Yeah, that
Come
is
down
so
this weekend
fiddly.
to
I don't
meet
know
our
why
newest
that
addition,
works.
a three-toed sloth
So
named
we
Barbara.
want to curve this
She'll hook you
right
with her
here,
smile and hook
but
you
it's not
again
working
with
that
her
way
curved
over
toes
here.
used to grasp trees
Maybe
in
if
the
we do it
wild.
like this,
After that,
but we'd
take
have
a
to
gander
extend
at another
this.
new species.
I mean, this
A
has to
new type
extend
of
it
bird
down this way
previously
anyway, right?
identified as a
So we
different
can go
bird
ahead and bring this
due
up.
to a zoological error. Fun for
So
the
it's
whole
currently
family. Book now
on the
and get a
ground.
free
1,
handful of
2,
pellets
3,
to feed the
4.
fish. Limit 4 per family while supplies last.
Bring that in like
we'll
so.
look forward to seeing you where the animals live in rooms painted to look like home.
Okay,
The City Zoo.
so let's try this. Instead of being down to here, which is where we'd normally do it, let's try it right here. And then just pop this down a little lower. No. Okay. Okay, that works. Whatever. I'll take it. It's fine. We'll connect these up. Okay. So there's that done. Of course, we're going to need on-ramps over here. So we'll do an off-ramp right here. We'll do an on-ramp right here. We'll do an off-ramp right here, which shockingly works. And we'll do an on-ramp right here. Fantastic. We'll do an on-ramp here. An off-ramp here. As well as an off-ramp here.
This is City
And an
Radio,
on-ramp
the best music
right here.
in the universe.
Okay. That shockingly worked. You know what? I'll take it. So we've got some money right now. Let's take a little bit of a break, I think. What is this issue over here? Yeah, that's just all raw materials that we're having an issue with. So we need to deal with that, for sure. But that's the purpose of this highway. So let's take a bit of a break from that and address our healthcare situation. Now, I've got plenty of heal capacity, so building the hospital is actually not a huge priority for me. I do think I'm going to go ahead and put up a child care facility. Perhaps right over here. Excellent. And we should also probably have an elder care facility. And I'm thinking a decent spot for that. That is pretty large. I'm thinking a decent spot for that would actually be right here. Of course, we're going to need to make sure that this is all zoned. And it is. Excellent. This can be zoned. There we go. Okay. So you can see that the majority of our traffic, the goal is to go to or from our industrial district. Which is definitely something that we're going to need to take care of. But I think for right now, let's extend this as just a bit of a demonstration of what the plan here is. Now, there aren't 4-lane, or there aren't 3-lane, rather, one-way roads. Are there 4-lane one-way roads? I don't think so. I mean, we could do 2-lane one-way roads, but I would really rather... I mean, we could just have ground highways, but I'd rather not do that. I think we'll just go to 2-lane one-way roads outside of these main thoroughfares, just to keep things simple. So we'll take this right over here and connect it in like that. That goes down from 3 to 2 lanes, which could cause some congestion, and I'm well aware of that. We'll now take this down to ground level, and we want this to be at ground level about right here. Actually, we want it to be at ground level a little sooner than that if we can. Like, we want it to be at ground level ASAP. Yeah, that space already occupied. We can't go any lower than this, it would seem. So we'll just have to deal with this, which is, I guess, okay. So 1, 2, 3. Boom, boom. And then this would connect in right like that. So that's the overall idea, and then this would be zonable area. I didn't anticipate having this little 3 by, what is this, 10 area that we can't zone. Because I thought we'd be able to just go directly down to about right here, but I guess we're just not quite high enough for that. But yeah, for these lower traffic areas, this is the idea. And then over here, it would connect in exactly the same way. It would connect like this, nice and quick. Bam. And then right here. Actually, that's slightly too far apart. I need to find the actual center point there. I think this is it, though. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yep. So that's the center point there. And then this would just connect in like this for right now. And this is just a little mini roundabout in square fashion here. So that's the plan, is just that, outside of our main traffic area. And of course, right now, this is heavily congested, particularly right at this turnaround area on the vertical highway. And that's because this is pretty much the only way to get vertical, right? To get vertical distance right now. So that is definitely something that we'll have to take care of. But I do want to continue expanding our highway down this way, and we'll just go ahead and do that. And we'll take this. Are we at the right height? I should double check that. This is height 0 right here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so now we know that we're at the correct height. And we'll just take this right on down. Take it in 2. And then this will connect up here. Fantastic. Just like that. And now we desperately need on-off ramps in our industrial area where we can spread out the load here. So we'll have an on-off ramp there, and then this would be an on-ramp. This would be an off-ramp. Excellent. Skip that one. This would be an on-ramp. This would be an off-ramp. This would be an on-ramp. And this would be an off-ramp. And that will serve our industrial sector much better and should, in theory, lower the reliance on this off-ramp, at least once they figure out that those exist. And it looks like they now are. And yeah, we have a big issue down here with not enough raw materials, and that's just because we've been unable to get enough traffic down to this region. Go away, Twitter. Okay. So now that we can get more traffic down here, that should help this problem pretty dramatically, in theory. And yeah, our traffic up there is much better. Our traffic here is still a little bit spicy. We're probably going to want to extend this main highway downward a little bit, maybe, and have a second connection off over here. I'll have to think about that. But as of right now, I'm kind of leaning against moving this existing highway. And yeah, as expected, we have a few issues down over here. But this has dramatically helped. And yeah, I think we'll not extend the highway this way, and over here would in fact be the one-way roads. Which means that we can probably get rid of these, right? These roads? Yeah, these roads aren't actually necessary with the one-lane roads. Or with the one-way roads, rather. This one is. What am I talking about? This one is completely necessary. Okay, so then this would connect in right here. And this one would go this direction. So this one would connect in right here, like that. And then this one would go right here. Make sure that all of this is industrial zoned. Bam. Just like that. Okay, now some of that's going to get redone, but that's fine. What is going on over here? Citizens are sick. Well, I don't think that's my problem. There's plenty of heal capacity for them. So, just have fun with that, guys. And with that, it is time to put a cut in here. We did make some progress, and hopefully I've been a little bit more clear on what the overall transit plan is here. We are probably at some point going to end up putting in a relief for this so that citizen traffic isn't on this road, but for right now, this is how this is going to have to play out. It is, however, time to put a cut in here, so I'm going to go ahead and do that, and next episode, we're going to put in this roundabout, start taking the highway off this direction, and probably put in a few more of these. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and I will see you all next time.